Hey, Frank, did you have an update on if Wesley is going to be available tonight?
Yes, he's going to be available as tolerated with the pain that he has in his neck. But we expect him to be in there to start and obviously to see how he feels.
And then, of course, Andre stayed back in LA. Just wondered if there was any word about how the toe's doing.
Yeah, still day to day. We just want to avoid the pressure of the flight and whatnot. Still day to day. We don't know yet about Sunday.
And then, Frank, the last time you saw the Kings, you didn't have LeBron or AD. You did have Damian Jones starting. Now Mark's back. And then for the Kings, so Tyrese Halliburton didn't play, right, and Bagley started. So just wondered if you could piece that together, how you think those matchups could play out in this one.
Yeah, that's what the game looks like. That's the difference, right? Bagley was out or is out tonight, and Halliburton was out before. Mark will start for us. I thought Mark played exceptionally well in the fourth quarter when we put him in there the other night. And, he and Trez will man the center position. And, I think with Halliburton being back and sliding Barnes to the four, they get a little bit more difficult to guard in some ways with matchups. But, these guys are playing at a super high level, in particular offensively. So, we have to bring our defensive hard hats to get a W.
And then, for just quickly, what have you seen from Halliburton so far this year on tape?
Yeah, he's a terrific young talent. He's really shooting the ball exceptionally well from the perimeter, from the three-point line and off the bounce too, not just catch and shoot situations. So definitely giving them a lift during the stretch.
Let's go to Dave.
Frank, the Lakers announced today that come April 15th, there'll be fans back at Staples Center. Can you just react to that news and then say or tell us what it's been like to play 3/4 of the season without fans at your home games?
Yeah, that's going to be super exciting for our whole community. I know our guys, our coaches in our organization internally will be really excited about it. I think the players on the floor will notice the energy that our fans bring. And, obviously we don't know exactly how many fans will be in there yet, but just having some in there will bring us great energy, and I'm just happy for the LA community. It's one of everybody's favorite things to do is go to Lakers games, and they haven't been able to do that during this pandemic. So just really excited about this news.
And you mentioned not knowing how many fans total, but part of the Staples Center Showtime allure has always been big time names and faces courtside. Do you know if there'll be courtside fans?
I don't. I would expect that there will not be early on, just judging from playing in some of the arenas that have had fans around the country. They're typically keeping the fans at a distance from the players for safety reasons, and I would anticipate that, but I really haven't heard anything about that.
Dan?
That's too bad, Frank. You could do your Jack Nicholson impression for Jack in person. Hopefully.
Please never make me do that again.
A couple days ago, you obviously had a difficult conversation with Marc Gasol, right? When you guys bring in Andre and stuff like that. And I'm sure part of that conversation was stay ready. How encouraging was it that in sort of night one that was tested and sort of passed, I guess, right away? And how bizarre of a situation is that to tell a player, we're going to need you down the road, and for down the road to be in, 3 quarters.
Yeah, well, that's still going to be the mindset, every night is for him to be available and ready. He's one of our better players. So, we're not going to have a mindset that, he's definitely not going to get in there. If we need him to play, we're going to throw him in there. And we certainly needed that with the Drummond injury the other night, but that doesn't mean that, even with Drum and with Trez out there, if he's got a skill set, whether it's pulling a Rudy Gobert away from the basket or, needing more size at the rim defensively, we'll use him, and I do intend to look at him playing alongside Trez. So, I don't really see this as a situation where he's going to fall out of the rotation long term. And, he knows that. And, even if there's nights where he might not play, he's going to stay ready like he did the other night. He came in. That's hard to do, to sit over there for 3 quarters without getting in and then take your warm-ups off, get loose, and go in and play as well as he did. That's extremely hard to do. So just a credit to his professionalism and what kind of player he is.
Kyle?
Hey, Frank, just kind of building off of what you're saying just now. I mean, between Mark and Wesley, both longtime starters in this league who have taken, Mark, I guess when Andre comes back, will take a smaller role. When guys like that, who have been in the league for so long and have been starters for so long, do take that role and have some success there, what does that do for the overall team culture that you're building?
Well, it's leadership. It's leading by example. You show the young guys that you have to stay ready until your number's called, and when it's called, you're expected to perform at a high level, and you're able to do it. And again, just a testament to Mark's character and why this group this year has had success on the.
And we'll take one more. Let's go to Corey Harrison.
Hey, how you doing, Frank?
Good.
So, what is the energy around the team currently, going into uncharted waters with a lot of key guys out?
Confident. We feel like we should win every night. Got a good team, got a lot of good players here. We built one of the deeper teams in the league, and one that we hope to be able to withstand the injuries that we faced. And, we know we missed a lot of shots the other night and, really didn't execute well enough offensively to win that basketball game. And, these are things that we can control with how we want to execute. And if we play to our abilities, we can beat anybody. And that's the mindset going into tonight. And that'll be the mindset every game, over this stretch that, that everybody's making a big deal about.